Well, I wasn't sure whether you wanted to see this or not. This is not my normal time to come on. This has been going real slow because I basically have to wait to stripe over the top of the other stripe when it's dry. So I got two more of these to do, and then the fuselage is done, and I can get back to some fast stuff. So if you want to see it, it's here, and if you don't want to see it, it ain't here. You know, what can I say? But I got the top, the side, and the bottom here. I got one more side and one more spear on the bottom to do on this side. Like I say, I have to wait for these to dry before I can tape over the top of them. They turned out pretty nice, I think. I mean, I really wanted this on there. I thought it would look good, and I think it does. Still debating what to do on here. Maybe just a couple of red stripe with orange on it. I don't know. Not going to be real complicated, and I'm not doing any more checkerboards on it. So let's see if we can get this done here. Well, one more anyway. Thank you for the like, Tony. Okay. That's where it crosses right there. And let's see, I'm going to go up. So this is the outside one. Now I'll switch over to the other side. Good evening, Terry. I'll let everybody get a look at this before I swap it over. But it really sets it off. I knew it would. I just didn't know how I was going to do it. You know, when I was a kid, I built these soapbox derby cars. We go down to Thrifty Mart and buy orange crates for a dime, wooden orange crates. My soapbox derby cars were not professional like you see on the TV. They're pretty rudimentary. Anyway, I'd be in the garage and I'd be cutting and nailing, and the nails would bend over, and I'd get pissed off. My dad would see me nailing. He said, "Robert, you got to hit that with determination." Okay. So that's where I get the determination from. If I want something, no matter what it takes, it's just what it takes. I mean, it takes what it takes. I think we are going to do gold leaf on this. I'm going to go ahead and buy the 23 karat leaf. Yeah, we got to go this way. Let's see here. This one here starts and stops right here. Come on, you. Let me crank the camera to the other side so you're not just watching one thing. At least you get to see me do this. I got this one and one more. Okay. Come on now. Determination. I also found I can fix these stripes, the ends, by just doing the end, taking just the end and make them perfect, which is kind of cool. I think we're gonna have a problem here. That's another thing my dad used to say. It's got to be perfect. Yeah, well, it ain't perfect, but it's close. Close enough. Close enough for who it's for. Andy, haven't been on for a while. Yeah, thank you. I found a new font I'm going to use on this. It's Sign Painter Speed Brush. That AvioJet guy that we were talking about the other night, I had him cut me some stencils one time. I said, I want Old English. I don't know where he got that Old English font from. It was unreadable. I gave him $50. He wanted more than that. Shit, I couldn't even use the thing. Let's see. Lots of, let me read it. There. I wish I could read across the room. I've been carding this down. I found that these sheets of plastic work really good for carding. It says, man, lots of patience and effort. Picasso of stunt finishes. Well, Steve and Annette, well, I really want to get some green on this, but I just can't figure out where to put it. So, I can't remember who said it, but there's going to be ink lines on this, so it'll be busier with ink lines. But somebody said, all it takes is one ink line to be too many. So you know, it takes one ink line to be too many. What is it going to take to make too many colors? So I got to be careful. I could put one stripe on too much or one ink line on too much. And I'm already going to go with gold leaf, so I just don't know how good that gold leaf is going to look on yellow. I went through a whole roll of tape today. I got some tape going to be delivered at 4 a.m. tonight, so they say. I'll believe that when I see it. I ordered a sleeve of this tape again, because we got to have tape for Steve's airplane. 2 more rolls of blue tape. I think I'm pretty close to finish on the blue tape. I don't know about the yellow. I should have ordered some 2-inch too, but I'm just about finished with this project, so I don't want to get too much invested in that. So we'll do this stripe here, and I'll have to do the last stripe in the morning. Well, you might be able to take the tape off of the paint. You don't want to put this tape over wet paint. And they cross You know, this tape is over the top of fresh paint, but they cross over the top so I can get that point to an edge. That's why I couldn't tape and do it all at once. I had to do it one line at a time. And I looked at it and sat and thought about it. And how am I going to do this? And this is the only way I could figure out that it would work. And the more you do this, the more you have a chance of bleed through. And bleed through at this stage of the game would be no good. I could take a little, but very little. Oh. I don't know how that would look. Edged with green. I'll have to do a drawing or something to see if I like it. I know that black is safe, but I'm not so sure about green. Okay, we need the scissors. Where the hell are they? There they are. I guess with 12 people watching, you really do want to see this process. Either that or there's nothing on TV. Because I watch a lot of YouTube videos, and of course this show is live, and I can answer your questions live. Them other videos are not live, but I get bored with them. I was watching a guy blow glass because I used to blow neon. Yeah, he's still doing it the same way I used to do it 50 years ago. That sign painting gig that I had was Imperial Valley Signs was a good deal. I mean, I learned a lot about layout. Of course, that was before, I really knew what the hell I was doing. So I learned quite a bit there. It was pretty strange how I got that job. They didn't want to hire me. And I was dropped off. And I said, well, I got to wait on my ride. Do you mind if I wait here? And it was their art room. And I grabbed a pencil. I had colored pencils and stuff. I asked, can I use your pencils? Can I draw on this stuff? I drew out a sign. And the boss came in and see me do. He said, "You did this?" I said, "Yes, sir." He said, "Well, I changed my mind." And that's how I got on an Imperial Valley sign. And then from there, I went to Negley Outdoor Advertising, which was a billboard company. And that's where I learned how to electro pounce and all that shit on huge billboards, because the billboards then weren't banner painted. They weren't. They How do I say it? They weren't on paper. They were painted on metal panels, 2 foot wide, 8 foot tall, and they bolt together. We used to do them in the shop, and how we would project that on the billboard. We had an overhead projector, and the artist, I wasn't the layout guy. They had a full-time layout guy do that. But we would put that on a projector, overhead projector, and project that onto this big, 40 foot or whatever, how long those billboards were. I don't remember. And then I have an electro pounce machine in the closet. Just go along the lines and take the paper down, or pounce it, and then take the paper down and start painting. That was a lot of fun working on billboards. But all that shit's something that's gone away. Yeah, Terry, I don't see green around the gold leaf either. Green and gold are on the same spectrum of the color wheel. And for lettering like that, you want high contrast. It's an absolute shame the craftsmanship has gone away. And now it's all computer. Nobody has any talent anymore. They just spit it out on the computer and paste it on there with a sticker. Okay. I can get a new piece of paper. Why can't we want this to hide this so I don't get any overspray here. Not spraying much. Yep, the talent is gone. I mean, there's a few guys doing it, but it's few and far between. Used to be the hobos. They would have a stick and a bindle. Well, that stick was their maul stick, and the bindle that was on that stick was a set of brushes and maybe a can of one-shot paint. And they would go from town to town painting signs. No, not going to paint the canopy frame in green. I've looked at it. I just don't think it goes anywhere on this airplane. Much as I'd like to. I bet you guys didn't know that about hobos, did you? Many of them were sign painters. Look it up. Big thing back in the day, they used to have barns with chewing tobacco advertisement on the side of the barn. I think they still got them in Pennsylvania. Old, you know, the old ones that are faded, ghost signs. I think there was only one guy doing all that, and he'd paint them signs with a brush about a foot wide, flop the paint on real quick, and get the heck out of there. I think I'm going to have a problem there. For you guys who've never been to Brodex, you really need to get to Brodex. I don't know how many more there's going to be. I know that's been said many times now, but you got to remember, Buzz does not fly model airplanes. Their kids don't like model airplanes. I think the only reason why they continue to have it is because the town got used to it coming in. And it is the funnest contest of the season. And unfortunately, it's slowly, I've been going, I don't know, 10 years now, I think. It's been slowly dwindling away down to nothing. Okay, let's paint this and get it off and see what kind of screw ups we got. We got any bleeders? Nope. Used to be nobody would ride a green motorcycle or have anything green on their car or whatever. Supposedly bad luck, but I think this here needs to be thinner. I think it is thickened up. Yeah, we should be able to do it though. See what happens. Oh. What a mess. I gotta get that out of there. Hmm. While working on this thing, I already see a spot on the underside. Thank God it's on the underside that I'm going to have to resand and shoot white. This thing ain't getting out of here unless it's perfect. Of course, I don't know. I could probably clear it and then sand it. Let's see what happens. Yeah. All that work for that much paint. That's all it is. And I gotta wipe my hands off so I don't get it all over the airplane. For some reason I got it on my hands. Okay. You might to the left sides of the gold leaf with black mark make it stand off the surface. Yeah, maybe. That's how my Monato's done. I think I've dreamed up a new way. If you remember, okay, let me explain this. Gold, you can't use sizing. I've said that over and over again to attach the gold leaf. So you got to use dope. Well, you can't paint dope with a brush, so you can't outline your letters with a brush like it's supposed to be done. So I think I'm going to paint the letters black and then go over the top of it and then put the leaf down a little smaller than the black outline. So the shadow will go on first instead of after, if that makes sense. And then I can clear over it because it'll all be dope. See what this is here. It says, I love watching you. Freshman inspiration, huh? My sanding videos do the best out of any video I do. Now I got a guy here, Steve, who I'm teaching how to sand. I'm trying to teach him in person, and it's kind of hard for him to grasp. So how much my sanding techniques are translated online, I don't know. I hope you pick up something. But sanding is an art. It really is. Okay. Now I'm not going to get to this last line tonight because I got to let this dry in order so I can tape over it. So this is going to be end of the show when I unmask this. We're getting faster though. I got it down to 34 minutes instead of an hour. If I did it right. We shall see. All this tape off. And it looks good so far. Yeah, I might have to doctor it. I don't know. We shall see. Can't doctor it till it's dry, though. Please. Yes, yes, that I got it clean. Make me so happy when I get a worrying place that I think I might have screwed up. Okay. Oh no, I don't need to doctor it. It's right to the point. So that's good. Yep, I got it. Well, there you have it. I got one more to do on the bottom. And like I say, I can't do that until this dries. Probably a half an hour, somewhere in there. Because I don't want to pick this up off the white. So this last line is the last line to do. Tape over the top of that right there. I don't know. No sense in rushing it now. I got quite a bit of time on the finish on this one, so I think it looks pretty good. Not too bad. That's what I was looking for. I need to get some sinkers in this. I need to get some wing tape weight in it. Use a couple 45 balls in there. Maybe one will do it. So, was I right to pinstripe that? And if I could have striped it with a brush, it would have been, and that'd be done. Same with this here. This top stripe up here. Yep, I'm happy with it. Well, this was a short video. Better unplug this or the compressor will start up for nothing. Yep, I am very happy with it. Let's see, we need to zoom out a little more. You guys have seen it all built right here. Again, another one. $37 ounces so far. There's that card. Finally found the card. So it's 57 ounces as is. There's going to be at least 4 ounces of clear. 61, 62. It'll be all right. All right, guys, I appreciate you watching. I just thought you may or may not want to watch me put that stripe on. I got to do one more, and then that's done. And I can move on to something else. We'll probably start with a gold leaf layout, get the black put on it. And any decals that I'm going to add. I'm going to make some decals. I'm thinking that we're going to have that vortex decal that I saw on Google on there. That baby clean. Wish I'd have tinted that canopy. Uh-huh. All right, guys, like, subscribe, and share. Hey, if you're looking for anything from Amazon, go look in my store. See what you can get out of there. All the stuff in that store I use, except for the Jackery, and I want one of those. But I ain't got $3 grand to spend on one. So that's just something I would recommend. I wouldn't recommend a Harbor Freight power station. Might as well get the good one. Like, subscribe, and share. I'll see you tomorrow. Fair winds, tight lines. See you.